Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another review series, and we are starting our review series for the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, which first episode came out yesterday on Disney Plus, and we're going to give you our non-spoiler thoughts first and spoiler thoughts after. So for the first few minutes of the video, don't worry about spoilers. We will warn you when we're about to start talking about spoilers. So yeah, let's just get straight into it. Not a whole lot
to talk about in terms of spoilers, to be honest.
Yeah. It was more of a let's just say non-spoiler things. It was more of just like a reintroduction to the characters.
I thought
without
it was
revealing too much.
I thought it was pretty good. I didn't think it was anything amazing, but it was like, you know, it was good, as you said, it was a good reintroduction to the characters with Falcon and Sam and Falcon and Sam.
I
Sam
guess
and
this
Bucky,
is the best way for them to structure it.
Yeah, and obviously getting a bit more backstory with Falcon and more stuff with Winter Soldier's past, and also one surprise that was in the episode, and then obviously the ending, which was we all saw coming. But yeah,
there may be some things they maybe shouldn't have shown in the trailer. We'll get to that in a bit. Why I think they shouldn't have shown. But I think it was overall pretty good first episode in terms of reintroducing the characters. They kind of had to do it that way to make it make sense. So it was decent, and then we get introduction to new people, some old returns. So that's pretty much all I have to say. I think everyone should go and watch it. It's definitely a good reintroduction. It tells you about you learn a lot more about Falcon and Bucky in this episode, because we've seen them in the movies for ages, but their personal backstories have never really been explored properly, except for obviously Bucky's and Winter Soldier. But yeah, you definitely get more development on those two. So I think it was a good, decent first episode.
Yeah, I guess what little spoilers there were, we can get into that now, because as we said, there isn't really a whole lot, to be honest.
This is going to be one of the shorter episode reviews.
Yeah, and it's not really going to be
everything that
chronological order, I guess, because there's not a whole lot to really say. I mean, spoiler alert, I guess. If you guys haven't seen the episode, be sure to click off the video, go watch the episode on Disney Plus. It's 50 minutes long as well, so it's one of the longer Disney Plus shows or originals. But yeah, let's just get into spoilers then. So the biggest surprise, at least to me, in the episode was Rhodey. I forgot that they announced that Rhodey was going to be in the show.
Yeah, they did announce him, and he was in the episode. We don't know if he's going to be only in this episode. He didn't have the War Machine suit on. He wasn't fighting or anything. He was just sort of there as he was at the ceremony.
Yeah, and it was nice to see them develop a relationship between Sam and Rhodey.
Especially after Civil War as well. So that was cool. I mean, there was the rumoured episode was going to be called Rest in Peace Cap, which didn't happen. It was called New World Order.
Even though we know that Cap is basically dead. Because of I
don't know, because they were going on about in the episode. They made a little joke about the conspiracy theory about a cat being on the moon.
I'm not gonna lie, it wouldn't really surprise me if the MCU did do something stupid like that, considering Nick Fury's in the Sword base or whatever. Maybe Cap's there as well, just living his old days in space or something.
Maybe, I don't know. I personally think that Cap's still alive, and we'll see him at the end of the season. But I guess we'll have to wait and find out.
Yeah. I don't think Cap's alive. I don't know. I mean, because Kevin Feige's outright said Chris Evans is not coming back to play Captain America, because Chris Evans even said that himself. So, I mean, I don't think Cap's... I think he's dead and he's not going to show up, so... I don't know.
I don't know. I guess we'll have to wait until they, I don't know if they, could you imagine if he just doesn't show up, and they don't say anything about him?
That wouldn't surprise me either, not going to lie.
That would kind of annoy me a little bit, but yeah, like you said, it wouldn't really be surprising. I mean, this episode, there wasn't that much action. I think we could talk about the start now. The start's Falcon in the suit, in his, just a regular suit, getting ready for the ceremony to give the shield away. And we hear the audio from Endgame playing, about, it feels like it belongs to someone else when he's talking about the shield.
Yeah.
Then it cuts to, Falcon retrieving a hostage.
It's like a soldier who'd been kidnapped. And
we see, Batroc, the leaper.
Yeah, which cool, I guess.
Winter Soldier, which was cool.
It was, yeah.
I don't think we'll see him again this season. I think that was
Probably
his little part. And then,
but
we see cool action scene though.
We see the
I think
stuff,
that was the only action.
The
scene
only thing again is like it's the same problem with WandaVision. I don't know why they can't get this down because the Mandalorian did it fine. The CGI looked weird on Falcon. He just looked fake. I mean, I guess it is the MCU, but I don't know. I didn't think he looked real. At times,
I thought he looked okay. At times, he looked a bit wonky, but
I think it's mainly when they did those close-ups on his face, it just looked weird. It was like that's just. I think
the action scenes were pretty decent, to be honest. Like as a whole,
yeah, they were fine.
I liked the combat between Batroc and Falcon. Falcon using his wings as like as a shield, I guess. Like they form in front of him. It's interesting to notice that Falcon doesn't use guns anymore, like he did in Winter Soldier, but he doesn't now. So
I mean, he hasn't used guns for a while in any of these movies. So I guess because
but he uses explosives
when they make toys
got,
of these characters, they can't sell a toy with like real looking guns. So I guess that's why. But
that was the only action scene we get for the whole episode.
Pretty much, yeah. The rest of it's just Falcon kind of dealing with family issues, which is good. They're humanizing the heroes, which is interesting. And we see him like trying to get a loan from the bank, and the guy's like, "You're one of the Avengers" and all that. But then they say that the Avengers don't get paid, which is kind of weird because like they're owned by Tony Stark, who's a billionaire, and Black Panther's part of the Avengers, and he's like a king. So I'm pretty sure they could afford to pay them, but they just didn't.
I think. Like you would have thought that when Tony Stark died, he would have left them like a little bit of money.
Something, yeah.
Each.
But
because when he was like doing the hologram thing at the end in Endgame, he was saying that he wasn't sure if he was going to come out alive. Then possibly you would have thought, I want to provide for everyone who helped in the process.
Yeah, but
then again, I guess he didn't know that like everyone was going to be snapped back.
I mean, he sort of did. That was the plan, but I don't know. It doesn't really matter.
But even Pepper like manages the finances, can't she? Just give them.
Pepper's like
money.
Irrelevant in the MCU now. She just shows up to be there to say important things to Tony, or like just to make jokes in Homecoming.
Well, but Tony's not even there anymore, so we won't probably be seeing her like ever again.
Wait till Spider-Man shows up, and then we'll get more Tony stuff, and probably more in there than we would about actual Spider-Man. But the stuff.
That's another topic.
The stuff with Falcon was pretty interesting. The stuff with Bucky was slightly more interesting, I'd say. Where he's like with his friend, and obviously he killed that old guy. I don't remember the guy's name, but he killed his son. So I thought that was an interesting dynamic. You can see the guilt and like sort of PTSD that Bucky's feeling at the fact that he's never had to.
You know what I don't understand about that part?
What?
You know the therapist, because obviously he goes to the therapist. She's telling him to tick names off the list. So does that mean he has to go and admit that he's done it to each person?
What do you mean?
Because you know when she was saying you have to tick your names off the list, like, and he had that book.
Yeah.
The old guy's name was on that book. So does that mean he has to come to terms with telling him that he killed his son?
Maybe. I mean,
I think that's what they were like hinting at.
I'm not sure. It could have been. Yeah.
I don't know. It's weird how like I don't know. It's kind of weird how they're like so. I don't know, like restraining Bucky quite a bit now.
Yeah, but where he's not like doing anything important. Because I thought he would have just stayed in Wakanda. Because he even said in this episode that he had some peace in Wakanda. So I was just kind of like, okay, well, why didn't you just stay there then? I mean, it's not like it would have made a difference. But
I don't know. I guess like Wakanda's weird, like because obviously they could have kept Ross if they wanted to, but they just didn't, like sort of thing. They just
Ross just left on his own terms. I don't know why Bucky left. I guess he came back when Captain America did, but. I don't know.
I guess, yeah. Well, Bucky was just in America after Endgame.
Yeah,
he could have gone back with T'Challa, though. I don't know.
Yeah, but I don't know. That's like one of those things, like whatever. But yeah, then that's pretty much it. I mean, they had like the stuff with they introduced the Flag Smashers, who are the main bad guys. Who I was saying to you, that thing doesn't make any sense. Where they said that Thanos like snapped half the people out of existence, and they thought it was better when the world was like halved. So let's just their like motivation for that, or not motivation, but like their belief is that now we should have a world without borders. Those two things are completely unrelated, but for some reason they thought that's what they should do.
I want them to explain it, but I don't. There's no logical reason for that.
Like those two things are like completely unrelated, unless Zemo's the one who's telling them to do it, which we didn't get any of Zemo in this episode.
The only villain we got in this episode was Batroc, but
and that other weird super soldier guy who beat up that Torres guy.
He's Flag Smasher apparently. He's
like
the main Flag Smasher guy.
Okay.
But because Flag Smasher in the comics is just like one
character,
person.
It's not an organization. Yeah.
Thing is with Flag Smashers, I think they should have, because the thing that you said, it actually doesn't make any sense.
Doesn't make any sense.
The only
at all,
reason they said about the borders thing is because of the comics.
People will say because they tried to do some sort of political story, which I mean, I hate how people just like jump to political conclusions with everything these days. Like, not everything is related to I mean, a lot of things are, but not everything is completely related to politics. You know, you don't have to like.
They are going to relate this to politics.
It's
I don't know.
It's Captain America's story. They're all related to politics. The whole conception of Captain America is politics. So,
yeah, I don't know. I think it was cool to see him though, but I don't know. I think they're teasing at him being a super soldier.
Yeah.
And it's interesting to mention as well that because Falcon obviously notices that the main flag smasher guy might be a super soldier. We don't see Falcon and Bucky together at all this episode.
Yeah. But what we do see is at the end, I mean, like Falcon's kind of having like a bad time because this flag smasher guy's just appeared. His family's like having financial issues. But then another like kind of cherry on top of the crap sundae of Falcon's life is that John Walker has become the US agent because Falcon gave the government the shield back, which is kind of raising some concerns for me about where this story's going to go. I feel like it could be really cliched where they're just going to do the whole Falcon doesn't want to be Captain America, so now we're just going to have this random guy do it or be Captain America.
Well, they called him the new Captain America, so God knows if they're going to call him US agent or whatever.
Yeah.
He looks so weird.
He does, yeah.
Like, I don't know.
Do you remember that
it's because he's not Chris Evans, but...
Do you remember that picture I sent you with or did you send it to me with, they said he looks like Mr. Fredrickson?
Yeah.
Please put that on the screen.
He does.
Please put that on the screen for this one.
Yeah, I'll put that in the video. I'll find that meme, I'll put it in the video. And, yeah, he does look really weird, and...
Shout out to whoever made that meme, by the way.
Chris Evans... No, we're not being mean.
Yeah, I said shout out to whoever made that meme about the.
I thought you said you're not being mean. No. He just looks weird in the suit.
Yeah, he does look weird. Know. I mean, I guess that's kind of the point.
It's probably because it isn't Chris Evans, but I'm not sure. I'm still not 100% sure. Like,
it's just strange. It's like, I don't.
It just looks out of place as well.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know why they've.
I don't think they should have completely ripped off the Captain America suit because he basically looks like the one from Winter Soldier, but with just a different chest piece, basically.
Yeah. So.
And the logo looks weird as well with the A and turns into a star. Yeah. That looks weird as well.
That's the weird part about it, that they didn't like actually go with the ending of Endgame straight away. They're just gonna like build up to it, which I'm pretty sure what's gonna happen. I mean, they could do something different, but what I think is gonna happen is this John Walker guy is gonna be like a saint to every like the public eye, but Falcon's gonna be like, no, he's dodgy, and then he's gonna be revealed to be dodgy. Falcon's gonna fight him, beat him, take the shield off him, and then he's going to become the real Captain America, and they'll be like, oh look, Falcon earned it even though Cap already handpicked him. It's if they do that cliched story, then I'm just going to like probably watch this series for the next 6 weeks and then forget it exists. But if they don't do that, I'll be happy.
What I'm worried about? I feel like it might be some sort of like this is going to trigger you. I know this is going to trigger you because of Iron Man 3. And basically, I feel like they could do something with this new Captain America person where he's not like got powers, he's not trained or anything, he's just for show, and then they go and confront him, and then he's just like puts the shield down and says, I can't fight, leave me alone, sort of thing. And he's like scared. I feel like they could do something like that, like how
Iron Man went to confront the man. That's a bit like Gilderoy Lockhart from Harry Potter. You don't know who that is, but
I don't know who that is.
He's like this guy who like bigs himself up saying that he's like a magician who can do like loads of crazy things, and then when they go to him to tell him to go and fight the big monster, he gets scared and like tries to run away from the school.
I feel like that could be like thingy. That could be the
John Walker character,
which it could be entertaining, but it's going to be stupid.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it's this episode again. It wasn't bad. It's just like it didn't have a whole lot of meat on the bones. It was mainly just like giving you the bone and they add the meat later. That's what it felt like. So, I mean, do you really have anything else to say? I think that's really it from me.
No, I'm done. I guess we have to wait until next week. Even though I think next week we're not going to get that much development either. I think we might get introduction of Zemo next week, possibly. But I think
Zemo and Sharon might be in the next episode because on the credits they were there. There was no end credits scene in this episode, but on the credits, which looked cool by the way, I actually really liked how the credits looked. Zemo and Sharon were on there, so I think we'll get them next week.
Yeah, I mean, we'll have to see, but obviously we'll be here next week reviewing the next episode.
Yeah.
Decent start, bit of a slow start, but I guess it's expected.
Yeah, it's only
Just we'll
6
have to see where it
episodes as well,
goes.
so it's going to be a lot shorter than The Mandalorian, and well, not a lot shorter, like shorter than The Mandalorian and WandaVision. But yeah, I guess that's it. So if you guys enjoyed The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, if you didn't enjoy it, let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to drop it a like so you can share it around YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button, on the grind to like 100 subscribers, as we've said in our past few videos. So if you want to help us out reaching that goal, be sure to hit the subscribe button. And if you enjoy our videos, just hit the subscribe button. Be sure to check out our Instagram, link in the description. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time. See ya.